Big Pharma is in big trouble. Trump and RFK Jr. are exposing the industry that's been costing Americans billions for years. The room fell silent when Trump revealed why Americans pay 10 times more than Europe for identical drugs, highlighting that Americans have paid the highest prescription drug prices in the world. How much higher? A breast cancer drug that costs Americans $16,000 per bottle costs just 1/10 of that in Sweden.
One breast cancer costs Americans over $16,000 per bottle, but the same drug from the same factory, manufactured by the same company, is 1/6 that price in Australia and 1/10 that price in Sweden. 1/10 for the identical product.
Trump told a shocking story about one of his friends and businessmen who called him from London saying, "President, I just paid $88 for this fat drug I take. In New York, I paid $1,300. Same box, same plant, same company, identical pill."
A common asthma drug costs almost $500 here in America, but costs less than $40 in the United Kingdom. So $40 in the United Kingdom, which is where this gentleman told me he paid a small amount for his shot. Think of that. So $40 versus $500 here. That's not even better. Much worse examples. And the weight loss drug, Ozempic, costs 10 times more in the United States than in the rest of the developed world. 10 times more. Why? What did we do?
Americans represent just 4% of the world's population, but generate 2/3 of pharmaceutical companies' global profits. And the White House is saying this isn't by accident. It's by design. For years, Big Pharma claimed these outrageous price differences were necessary to fund research and development. The truth is, foreign countries strong-armed these companies into giving them rock-bottom prices. So who makes up the difference? The American consumer.
We spend in our country $1,126 per capita on drugs. In Britain, they spend about $240. They spend 1/5 of what we do. And this is true across Europe. And the drug companies, Europeans, if you ask them, it made no sense what they were saying. America has to pay for this innovation or it's not going to happen. What President Trump is saying to our European partners is you got to raise the amount that you're paying for those drugs and pay for your share of the innovation.
RFK Jr. goes on to say, there's at least one pharmaceutical lobbyist for every congressman, every senator on Capitol Hill, and every member of the Supreme Court. The industry spends 3 times what the next largest lobbyist group spends.
Imagine buying a Ford for $175,000, a regular car, and then hearing that people in London are buying it for $10,000 every day, all day long. That is the craziness of this system. We're going to do everything we can at the FDA to support this executive order. It's transformative. Thank you, Mr. President.
That was FDA Commissioner McCary. He called it the most powerful executive order on pharmacy pricing and healthcare ever in the history of our nation, putting in perspective that a drug that costs $175,000 in America might just cost $10,000 in London. The administration has given pharmaceutical companies 30 days to begin implementation. If they don't comply voluntarily, Trump will use America's massive trade leverage to ensure compliance. The solution is equalization. Europeans will pay more, Americans will pay less, and drug companies maintain their overall revenue. It's a redistribution of who carries the financial burden. Let's see if this makes drug prices go down. Let me know your thoughts.